when you're at a conference like this and there's so many people walking around, it's a little bit of almost like a Where's Waldo, because you're constantly looking to be like, all right, who's that person? What company are they at? They do have some like little like flags that you can put on the bottom to say like, oh, I'm looking for e-commerce people, I'm looking for affiliate. But for us, our strategy has been mostly to stick around like the meetups. And so we went to the influencer meetup, we went to the Amazon sellers meetup, we went to the lead gen meetup, we went to the e-commerce meetup. And the reason that these are good is because it's really like built around people talking to each other and networking and getting to know each other. Whereas when you go into like the main stage area, it's like quiet. People are kind of sitting there, you're watching. So we've really planted ourselves in the meetup area. Today we had a little bit more of a focus on actually scheduling meetings like I was talking about earlier, which is another great way to kind of like move the conversation from a quick nice to meet you to like an actual 20-minute. And we met a really cool team today that I think could for sure end up being a client of ours in the next few weeks. David met an awesome potential partner for us. We ran into our Australian friends, which are amazing. Overall, like you're just trying your best to put yourself in a position to meet those sorts of people. And so that's why like the organized meetups are great. But ultimately, like I was saying to David yesterday, having kind of a cadence for how you talk. So for example, for me, I always walk right up to the person and say, hey, my name's Sean, what's your name? And like, I always am trying to get them to be able to talk. Whenever you're the one that's like, hey, my name's Sean, here's what I do, here's what is so great about me and my company and all this stuff, people start to tune you out. And so like immediately I'm like, hey, my name's Sean, what's your name? And then they'll say, oh, my name's Ethan. And I'll say, oh, what's up, Ethan? What do you guys do? And then I let them talk. One thing I always try my best is to then ask at least one follow-up question. So if they're like, oh, I sell leads to Amazon buyers or something like that, I might be like, oh, that's interesting. Are the leads like bigger companies or do you focus on smaller companies? And just that one little follow-up is enough to show like your interest in the brand. It starts to build rapport. And then after they kind of give you that answer, I'll go, that's kind of interesting. I actually think there might be an opportunity for us to collaborate. And then they go, what do you do? Because they're like, what is he talking about? What are we going to collaborate on? And that's when I'll say, well, my team, we do UGC videos for startups and brands. We bring in actors and actresses. We integrate them into trends. And yeah, let me show you how it works. And then I'll kind of like sometimes pull open my computer. I'll kind of walk them through like, first we ask like some questions and then you choose whatever trend you want. And then my team is going to like write scripts. And then we basically get actors to audition for the role. And in that like 5 seconds of me doing that, they're like, oh, I get it. That's cool. Right now, that's what we're doing. And so we post up. David's been meeting people. He kind of brings them over. I bring them through a little bit of like a demo and then we collect their info. We get their card. We follow up with them after the event.